Okay, we are live in Smithtown, New York, in Long Island with Smudge. What's Smudge doing today?
So today we are out in public, so Smudge is going to be wearing her vest, and we're going to be walking on in a covered shopping sidewalk. So we're going to be walking past some cars and stores. We have some traffic that's on the main road up here, so she can start listening to that from a distance. And she's also going to be wearing her vest and just practice walking with me some more. She's in a pretty feisty mood, as you can see, and we'll see how she does. We're going to put on her vest. And with puppy raising, the main goals that we have with our puppies is, you're fierce, is to have a well-socialized, well-mannered dog in the public and in the home. We really want them exposed to as much as possible, which is why we started at a young age. So we want to make sure that everything is fun. So what we're going to be doing right now is a lot of redirection instead of correction. We don't correct our puppies at this age with anything other than a verbal no. And I'd much rather have her attention be redirected. So I'm going to go ahead and put on her vest. And we make this fun by sliding it over their head. Oh, she's going to help me with it. Are you going to help? Yeah? All right, so we slide it over their head. Excuse you. Right here, hold on. And then I just give her some food, so it becomes a fun and exciting thing. And then go ahead and put her vest on. You can see she's listening to what's going on in her environment. She's pretty interested. So we're going to start walking. And what I'm going to do is pause periodically and just praise her for focusing on me. I am going to be using what we've been working on, the touch, where she touches my fist with her nose. So we're going to be working on that as well to get her walking in a polite manner. We'll just see what she does. Good girl! Yeah! You're having fun? Yeah. That's awesome. Thanks. So one of the challenges that our puppy raisers face, with taking their young puppy out in public is they want to eat and touch everything, and they get very easily distracted. So it's learning to keep their focus on us, like girl, while making it a fun and process for the puppy and making sure that they're learning and that they're still comfortable in the environment. Come on. Like girl. Like girl. What we talked about last week was having her body language, her tail is up, comfortable, she's engaged with the environment, she's interested in what's going on. Bunch. Like girl. So I don't necessarily want her sniffing the trash cans and stuff. That's not a very safe thing for a puppy to be doing. And as a guide dog, she needs to be focused on her work. So instead of correcting her and telling her that she was doing something wrong, I just redirect her attention. And then she gets praised for paying attention to me instead of paying attention to what was in the environment. So again, same thing. Smudge. If she wants to get this piece of trash, Smudge. And I'm going to let her make the right choice and come to me instead. Hi. Nice. Good job. Good girl. So this is slowly teaching her that she needs to ignore her distractions. This is her first time really out in public walking. So it teaches her to ignore the distractions. She might try again. She's still learning. Nice. Good girl. All right. Want to come this way? I know, that looks fun. This is better. Come on. Good girl. And again, if she gets something in her mouth, you just take it out. It's a very long process. And this is, our puppy raisers are really doing the hard work and getting the puppies ready for formal training by teaching them that the environments they're in are safe and they can be interested in them, but we don't want them, picking things up. We don't want them chasing after things. We want them really focused on us. All right, we're going to turn back around and start walking towards us.
Janine says Smudge is getting so big.
I know, she's almost 20 pounds now. Good girl. Nope. Right here. Good job. You can see how much we try to get her focused on us. It's a lot of redirection, a lot of getting their focus back on us. Good girl. All right. You can see she's wearing her little vest now. She said it's the future assistance dog vest. So she wears that in public so people know that she's learning how to be an assistance dog, either a guide dog or a service dog. Smudge, good girl. So they can, ask before they pet her. Our future assistance dogs can be pet in public if you ask first, but our guide dogs and service dogs really shouldn't be interacted with the public. They have a job to do. But at this stage, it's really important that these puppies are being socialized and comfortable with the public. So if you ask first, some puppy raisers will let you pet their puppy. Come on. We're going to walk by this distraction again. We'll see if we can get by it. I think we're going to need lots of kibble. March. Notice something over there. So I'm just going to let her observe. Good girl. Good job. Good. So let's take a couple seconds. Yeah. Thanks. Good. Good girl. Good girl. So last time you watched the video, she was really responsive to me, and she was, coming and when I called her, and really eager to get some food. This time she's a little more distracted, and that's because it's one of her first times out in public, which is why it's so important that our puppies are in public with their puppy raisers at such a young age. I know that there was a lot of questions about why can't we use shelter dogs or rescue dogs, and while we wish we could and some programs successfully do it, unfortunately we haven't found much success with using shelter dogs or rescue dogs because we really need the exposure to the public in a positive manner right away. We really need them to learn that the world is a safe place and it's something that they should be comfortable with. Nice. Right away. And unfortunately, a lot of rescue dogs and shelter dogs don't have that opportunity in their life. So they really aren't comfortable in public, and it's not very fair to make a dog that isn't happy in public be forced to be in it and then be forced to be working in it. These are puppies that have been exposed to the public their whole lives. They're really comfortable. They're really happy and eager to go. Good girl. Awesome. And they really, they know what they're doing in public. Where if we use a shelter dog, they might not have the same temperament and they might not have had the same exposures as a puppy, and it really would have been detrimental to their mental and well-being. Good girl. So you can see she's starting to come around to me. The environment is a little less stimulating. And she can start focusing on me again. She has her loose leash again. She might get a little bouncy, but that's okay. It makes it more fun. Shows me that she's having a good time. Where are you going?
Don wants to know what happens.
Actually, running, so that's why she kind of bounced away from it. So I'm just getting her back over to me. I'm reassuring her that everything's okay, and then we're going to keep walking. You're going to carry your vest.
We have a question from Dawn.
Yeah.
She wants to know what happens to the dogs that don't quite pass the tests.
So we work with other service dog and guide dog schools. If that dog would be a better fit for their program, then we would offer the dog to them. If they don't fit that program, then we can absolutely what we call career change the dog. So the dog would just have be a pet. And that still is a career. They're still fulfilling a purpose, but we do have a very long waiting list for our career change dogs that don't make it as a guide dog or a service dog. So they definitely go to loving homes that have been waiting a very long time for them. You're frisky today.
She sure is. Melanie asks, how long does it take to train a service dog?
So Smudge will stay with her puppy raiser, which is me for right now. She'll stay with her until, excuse you. She'll stay with me until she's about 14 to 16 months old. And then from there, she'll come back to Smithtown to the Guide Dog Foundation and work with one of our certified guide dog instructors for about 3 months. And then she'll be placed with one of our clients, and they'll work together for 2 weeks. And then we also do lifetime follow-up, but they usually leave the foundation by the time they're about 2 or a little bit over 2 years old. Yeah, so you've got a long way to go.
Sharon wants to know where the name Smudge comes from.
So, our weekly discussion of Smudge and her name. Smudge has a nice little beauty mark, if she'll let us show it. She's pretty active today. So she has a little spot right there. Oh, you're going to bite my hand to show everyone? So she has a little spot that is not a really common thing. So it doesn't affect her career as a guide dog or a service dog. It's a cute, distinctive mark on her face. It doesn't hurt her. It's probably not going to go away. So we decided to name her Smudge. Yeah.
Oh, here's a good question. Janelle asks, my daughter needs a service dog. Where do we start?
So the best place to start is going on to the Assistance Dog International website. That provides a list of service dogs in all over service dog schools all over the world. What different limitations they provide dogs for? Because some schools, only work with veterans. Some schools only work with kids. Some schools work with people that have hearing loss. So you really want to start there. So it's the Assistance Dog, the Assistance Dogs International is the best place to start looking online. And then really finding a school that fits your preferences. Don't be afraid to kind of interview them as much as they're interviewing you as the applicant, because you want to make sure that the dog is the right fit for your lifestyle too.
All right. Well, if you're interested in learning more about the organization, visit guidedog.org. And thanks to Smudge for hanging out with us today. We'll check back with them soon, or her soon. And thanks to everyone for watching.
All right. Thank you. See you soon.